What's up? It's your boy Carcino here once again. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers in the world. All the mothers in the world, happy Mother's Day. This is the first Mother's Day without my grandmother, but I know that she put us all in position to continue to move forward, and that's what we all gonna do. So happy Mother's Day and many blessings to all of your mothers out there. Now let's get into this completely, because we need to get thanks Rick, we need to get this all addressed here. Shaquille O'Neal, aka the Shaq, has spoken. That's right. Shaq has spoken and we have listened. Thank you. I appreciate that. Shaquille O'Neal has come out and stated that the NBA season needs to be scrapped. Something I have said 2 months ago when this whole thing started. I said at this point they're going to get to a thing where it has to be scrapped. And I kept telling you anonymous sources was saying these things. Well, now that he come out and say it, we might as well tell you one of the people was Shaq. When I made the video and I was saying anonymous sources was saying certain people were saying things, one of the people was Shaq. Now you know it, because now he didn't went public with it. He was saying the same things I told you in that video. If somebody win, it's going to be an asterisk by it. Why risk the safety of the other people? Why just come back next season, scratch the season, and come back next year. Don't forget to hit the like button, people. I mean, I don't know what's going on here with the spamming and all this garbage they've been doing on my page, but just hit the like button, just for my sake, so I can know who's real. Well, happy birthday, Mr. Sharp. No, they don't. They're going to continue the season because they don't want to lose this advertisement money that they got from the television deal. But here's the major problem. Television and that revenue and everything that you were getting from them, the televisions get that money from the ad companies. The ad companies have cut back the money that they were paying. They had cut back the money that they were paying people like the NBA because they have why advertise stuff that's closed? You know, the big movie theaters and the big money that goes into distributing money out for promoting their movies from Universal and all these other companies. You don't see any advertisement for movies. Why? Because there's no way to go see the damn movie. So why would they pay you? So you're losing money. The NBA's losing money. The television networks are losing money based on ad revenue. Because, I mean, we're all losing money because our ad revenue dollars are short, you know, based on this pandemic. So we understand it. You know, this is the reason why, even though we were never given basically a reason why this was happening to us. But we kind of understand it now. But we know LeBron would be fighting to continue the season because he ain't got too many left in him. So he wants to keep this season going. He don't care about the health of others. LeBron want to keep the season going. No one ever said he was the one that didn't want to go. And like Shaq said, whoever win the championship this year is not going to be looked at as the champion. They're not going to respect it. Nobody's going to respect this champion. If LeBron win the title, nobody's going to respect this. Nobody. But in his mind, he going to count it. He's somebody who has no pride, no guts, no nothing in his body that wants to compete. So for him, this is right up his alley. You know, he'll take a win any way he can get. Don't forget to hit the like button, guys who are coming in here. Absolutely. No, there's a lot of people in the league that I'm not going to even name. Like I told you, when I made the video, Shaq is one of the anonymous names. There are other names of active players who are all-stars. Okay? That don't want this to continue. Who really think they should call it. Believe me, I just left their name out of it just cause. But they said exactly word for word what I said, right? Didn't Shaq say the exact same things I said? Why is someone hating on LeBron? What is hate? Because we're telling the truth? You don't like it? You call it hate? Maybe you just don't like the truth. Maybe you like to be lied to all the time. You ever thought about that? I don't like to be lied to all the time. It makes me sick to my stomach. When I know something is the truth. Yeah, you probably can see gray hairs under my chin. I'm proud to earn them. To been here on this earth long enough to have them. Well, the narratives always seem to change, right? They always pivot the narrative. The narrative always got to be, it used to be this, now the narrative is going to be this. They always change it. That's right. Please hit the like button coming in. Of course, a fan is going to want the league to start back. Nobody don't want the league to start back, but when you start looking at people as human beings and is their lives in danger, is their family lives in danger, then yes. When you start thinking money over people's health, then it's a different thing. When you start thinking about those NBA players you love and their family members being exposed to a bunch of people that might be carrying the virus and don't know it, and you're thinking about only your back end and your money and protecting your investments rather than doing the right thing, then you're going to be right back in the same boat. Look at the UFC last night. They had to stop one of the cards from taking place yesterday because two of the guys tested positive for COVID-19. But Dana White was so hell-bent on having that event. That event ain't gonna make $5. Now, Dana White ain't gonna tell you how much money he lost last night because wasn't nobody gonna damn well order no UFC. You see, UFC has been getting away with scheming and showing fake numbers for years because they're a business. They're not a sport. And the reason why they've been getting away with doing it so much for so much because nobody really cares. They're normally selling bulk. That's how UFC works. Most people that watch UFC events, they normally go out to a Buffalo Wild Wings where it's free, as long as you come in there and just basically hang out. And you'll stand up all day. You end up buying drinks and eating food, and that's where they make their money at. So they're ordering. The restaurants, they'll be like, yeah, we'll order it. So we can have a fight here, and then people will come in and drink. So naturally, that's what people want to do. I know, you didn't even know they had an event last night. And Tony Ferguson lost. Got stopped in the 5th round. The invincible Tony Ferguson. Now, how much did all of this layoff and the changing of opponents and all of this moving around have an effect on the fight? Right? You had a fight that nobody really seen, and Tony Ferguson lost. Probably 3 people saw it. Now, yesterday I told y'all 6ix9ine was going to jail, and what happened? He went to jail. I mean, I get no credit for it, but I told y'all, you can't be out there claiming that he's not released to make music. He don't get out of jail or out of his situation until when he get out of his situation, August the 2nd. August the 2nd, he'll be out of his situation. But nobody gonna be mad at Shaq. But I bet you LeBron is. Shaq already done said Michael Jordan's the GOAT. LeBron comes out and make a statement basically embarrassing himself. And I didn't even report on it. He made the statement. I said, man, I'm not even finna go live and talk about this clown. But he comes out, No, nowhere where I'm saying no one, everybody's saying that they want the season over. I'm not hearing that. No one's telling me that. We want to go. My team's ready to play in the league. No one is saying that. And it's like, dude, you don't speak for the entire NBA. That's Adam Silver's job, right? Not your job. I made a video yesterday addressing what Adam Silver said. They shut down the video. They made the video. I couldn't even get on my video. That's how spammed up it was. Now you probably can't even find the video. The video's up there, and I'm like, nobody could probably even see this doggone video. That just shows you how much money and power they put into stopping my videos. With the NBA, it's automatic shutdown. Oh, I got a VPN, and they found a way to sabotage that too. Because they're fighting the VPN. Look, the NBA has got to make a decision what it wants to do completely. And it's got to make a decision really soon, but it's a very vital decision. They're trying to do two locations, Orlando and Las Vegas. Those are their two prospective facilities that they want to keep everything at. They want to keep everything focused there. That's what they want. Now, with all of that said and done, they want to keep as less travel as possible. So they want people to be there ahead of time. All the people that are going to play. The players like to have their wives, their kids there, and all these different things, staying in a hotel, being close to family. And they're suggesting tell the phone because they can't come to the games. These games are going to be played without people being there. Then we're going to kick the playoffs off, and he's talking about we're not going to play shortened games. We're going to play the full 7 games. So expect to see a lot of sweeps. Expect to see a lot of sweeps. Well, it's not going to matter if a team gets swept. But in the first round, you're going to see an extra game. You're going to get at least 4 games out of every first round. Why? Television. And they're going to stick the Lakers in the NBA Finals. They have no choice now because they need their highest earning money getter, LeBron James, to be in the NBA Finals. And then they want to put Giannis and the Milwaukee Bucks up against him because that's the only other foe they could put in there that would bring in bank. I'm telling you, you guys have been bamboozled, led astray, run amok. They led you to a season of not believing. If anybody wins this whole thing here, no one's gonna believe you. Translation, no one's gonna care. Only LeBron fans would care. Nobody would honor this championship. If Kawhi won the title this year, you know what they're gonna say? Man, it's because of the layoff, man. Everybody was messed up. Nobody's gonna honor it. They're not. Nobody's gonna honor anybody winning the NBA title this year as the champion. Period. But those who participate, they're not gonna care. To them, a championship is a championship. And that's how LeBron looks at it. He don't care. He's gonna look at it like we're champions. I mean, you've had a bunch of doozies out there. Like, some of the worst rated NBA finals in history were played during the Lakers run, during the Lakers versus the Nets, and then the Nets versus the Spurs. You know, it's a whole lot of different things that transpired during those times. Like, nobody pays attention to the 1999 Spurs season when they won the NBA championship with playing like 50 games. Nobody even talks about that when they beat the Knicks in that short season. The Knicks end up going to the finals that year off the Allen Houston last second shot that bounced around, hit the backboard, and went in. That's the dumbest statement I ever heard somebody say, Mr. Up, y'all. LeBron can win regardless of the situation. This is a pandemic, not a situation. Everyone's going through it. LeBron isn't going through something by himself. So it doesn't mean that. The only thing it means is he just won in a season where half of the players probably don't even want to be there. The other half just want to go home and be around their families. When you're dealing with a pandemic, you got to understand you're dealing with fear. People have fears. Your family has fears because this is something that's affecting families. It's not just affecting the player. So the player might be mentally strong enough to say, you know what, we'll be all right. We'll get through it. You might got a wife that's very nervous. The kids are nervous. The grandparents nervous. Your mother's nervous about you going out to play and going from the city. When they're telling everybody else to stay inside, they're telling the players it's okay to go play. Then now you got to worry about, is he bringing stuff with him? Does he have it on him? We don't know who has it. Can't test. Ain't enough tests to go around. People are paranoid. So now, with this pandemic going on, you got certain players that's like, oh, I just want to get back to playing and doing this and getting on the court. and practicing. Meanwhile, you got Giannis, he ain't practiced at all. He don't have a basketball at his house. You don't have a basketball court, so he's been running and trying to stay physically in shape. But you can run on a bicycle all day. That don't get you in shape for basketball. That don't get you in condition to play ball. That just keeps your body active. But playing basketball is a whole different type of conditioning. I know a track runner who came out and couldn't play basketball. He's a track runner. Came out on the court and he's running back and forth, and then all the bumping and the moving around, and he's not used to that. All the cuts, left to right. He was sore as could be. Because this is not how he runs track. Basketball ain't running in a straight line. So don't forget to hit the like button, folks. Because once again, we give you the real. Right, I didn't want to name drop anybody, you know? That's not what I wanted to do. I'm like, I don't want to name drop people. Well, not everybody, just because people play ball for a living don't mean they want to play ball 24/7. The house he has don't have an indoor basketball hoop built in. That's just how it is. They don't have indoor things built in. Some of the houses depends on where they design. You gotta understand, he's in Wisconsin. It ain't like he in California. NFL is on the way. NFL ain't gonna have fans there either. At least for the preseason, it's not. In football season, that's gonna be more dangerous because they're gonna have more players out there than need be. I don't know what in the world, what's the name was thinking. LeBron jumped out his own bag and decided, you know what? I'm going to go out on a limb and I think it'd be a good idea if I was to trash the doggone organization. I mean, to go out and speak for the entire NBA. And I guarantee you that rubs some people the wrong way. Especially Shaq. Oh, this old king talk. Oh, it's the king's home and king this. Shaq's tired of it. Because while LeBron tried to take credit, they undermined all the things Shaq was doing. Shaq was the one to start all this NBA player, really doing all these things with the kids. Like more than Jordan, he was Kazam. He was doing all these things still, and even though the movies were bad, you know, Shaq was in movies. Shaq had rap CDs. Shaq got about 4 albums. 4 albums. And David Stern didn't like any of them. He did not want that hip-hop culture into the NBA. But they was coming. You couldn't stop it. So in like 93, he started to incorporate the NBA into more hip-hop. In like 93, you know, they had MC Light dancing, doing the things for the kids. They had chose Kid and Play, you know, and things that made it fun. Fun hip-hop he was okay with. You know, once it started getting a little too heavy, they had to stop it, period. No more rap, no more rap. Allen Iverson came out, Kobe Bryant had a rap album, they destroyed both of them. No more rap, no more rap, no more rap. But when LeBron comes, they gave him everything. Shaq didn't like how Grant Hill got everything. It was okay to pass up Shaq and hand everything over to Grant Hill like Shaq wasn't there for 2 years. Shaq is like, man, I've been here for 2 years. I've been carrying the torch for a team that didn't have anything. I built the bridge. I got Mickey Mouse. I got Disney. He was the first guy with Disney. Shaq. Shaq had the gym shoes that was selling. He had the cartoons. He had all the marketing dollars, all the merchandising. Shaq. He had a video game. Shaq Fu. Who remember that game? Shaq Fu. And then the NBA looks over him. They hand it to Grant Hill. Because Grant was astute. Comes from a good household. Wasn't about the hippity-hoppity. and 1,000 tattoos. He was a Duke graduate. Father was an NFL player and played for the Dallas Cowboys, Calvin Hill. This is the face of the NBA. Oh, we mentioned the movies. So there was no way for Shaq to do anything other than what he was doing. Shaq was doing exactly what they wanted him to do. So anybody thinking otherwise, you might as well cancel it out your head, because it wasn't the case. Shaq was doing exactly what they wanted him to do, but they were not honoring Shaq the way they should have. And that was very disrespectful to Shaq. It was very disrespectful to everyone else that was involved. So, on top of all of that, they handed it to Grant Hill. Then, right after that, Michael comes back and resumes the throne and kind of takes it away from Grant Hill. And they was like, well, Michael's going to hold on to it for a while, Grant, and then he'll just give it to you when he leaves. Next thing you know, here comes the emergence of Penny Hardaway. Now it's Penny is better than Mike. And as soon as they lose in 96, Shaq leaves. Leaves the team. And then Kobe and Shaq didn't mesh well. Those first, before Phil Jackson got there, it was a toxic relationship with Shaq and Kobe. Kobe want to be Mike. Shaq can't be Shaq if you trying to be Mike. He wanted Eddie Jones to stay and wanted Kobe out of there. And when they traded Eddie Jones and kept Kobe, Shaq wasn't very happy about that. I mean, Shaq was about having fun. To him, that was fun. Most NBAs, players had a stick up their butt. They were lame, they were outdated, they were old. You know, you're coming in the league, they got a bunch of old guys. You know, at that time, David Robinson was old. You got Elijah Wan, Patrick Ewing. It was an old, dusty, crusty league. It wasn't as young as the NBA is today. Everybody was old. That's why Shaq was still around, and he was the only center basically in the NBA. Because all of those guys left at the same time. Because once the game changed, nobody was drafting centers no more. Yeah, hit the like button, man. That's right. Enjoy Mother's Day.